So today, as a lot of you know, is Emotional Healing Day. For the ones who are just joining us, I know a lot of you just came from UPW a few days ago. So what we do is we designate Fridays. We do our meditation Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Fridays to be just for emotional healing. A lot of people going through stress, anger, frustration, and sorts of this myriad of emotions. And what we try to do is at least designate Friday, both the 10 a.m. and the 6 p.m. as sessions purely for going in and just shoveling a lot of those negative emotions out. Because let's face it, when emotionally upset about anything, justified or not, it affects the way we think and the way we act. Yes? So we just give you a little bit of context of how we do it that's different from the traditional way of releasing negative emotions, and then we'll do a short meditation and we'll go in and start cleaning. All right? Let's ask for blessings first. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, you can pray to whoever you like. To my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Maha Gujimeli, and all the higher beings, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We humbly ask for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right. So the question is, why do we connect meditation and healing? You see, it's as simple as this. You have to first identify what is an emotion, what is a thought, what is going on when we feel something, when somebody says something or we're responding to a certain stimulus where we feel happy, we feel sad, we think of good things, we think of bad things. So we have to go back to the most important part of our identity, okay? The word identity, the word I. Who am I? And we keep going back to this. Some of you go, I've heard this 1,000 times. And you're going to hear it another 10,000 times, okay? Because whenever we lose sight of that, it's when we get in trouble, okay? The I is the spiritual self, the soul, that is moving the body, creating the feelings, creating the thoughts. So what happens is when we get sucked into society's stuff, news, politics, people's emotions, stress, whatever, essentially what happened is the I forgot that this spiritual being is the one that created the emotions and the thoughts in response to it. Not that these thoughts and emotions is who the I really is. So no matter how stressed, angry, upset, whatever emotions you're having, good or bad, these are all created by you, created by the I. And so we always go back to this because a lot of times we forget who we are. So we say, oh yeah, that person made me do this, that person made me do that. Nobody makes us do anything unless at some level we allowed ourselves to feel or experience those things. You say, well, certain people punch and press my buttons. By the way, for some of you who want to know, when you say somebody press your buttons, those buttons are your chakras, okay? Your energy centers. So, for example, if somebody, says something and it rub you the wrong way, get you upset, they press your buttons. Basically, whatever they said triggered your solar plexus and maybe your throat, and let's say they insulted your finances, that you can't make enough money, whatever. That affected your basic chakra. It affected the way you think, right? Those are the buttons. Those are the chakras. So what happens is they triggered it, and then if the higher self, the spiritual self, forgets that, oh, they said this, and you just let the solar plexus, the lower emotions, take over, then you identify yourself with what that solar plexus is generating. It's just like when somebody's angry and they lose control. When you say lose control, what exactly does that mean? The I gave in to the anger, became that anger, and just went with it. Haven't you noticed sometimes we're doing something really dumb and really stupid and we're watching ourselves do it? Right? Sometimes if somebody says something and you didn't think, you just reacted, oh yeah, you're a son of this and daughter of that. And then part of you going, what the heck are you doing? Have you had that experience? You're actually, part of you is watching yourself. You know what just happened? That's exactly what's happening. The spiritual self is watching the emotional body use the mouth to say terrible things. And then later on you go, you know what? Can't believe I did that. I should have known better. I knew it. At that time, I knew it was wrong. So the question is, who's talking to who? exactly why the general population don't have inner peace, because they identify the real I as the body, the emotions, and the thoughts. Okay? So every time we do these meditations, these healings, I always want to put it in context. Otherwise, it's just another therapy technique, which is, let's be blunt, any healing, any therapy a person does, in the long run, is just a patch-up job. True? Because when the person does not have a true spiritual connection to who they are, they will repeat the same mistake again. And that's why spirituality is the ultimate healing. Because when you realize you're a spiritual being having an earthly experience, then at some point you're constantly watching, what is my body doing? What are my emotions doing? What are my thoughts doing? Oh, this is right, this is wrong, okay, course correct. Without it, what happens? You let the body, the emotions, and the thoughts run your life. Now, the good news is this. As we keep doing this meditation over and over and over again, the awareness of who you really are during that silence and stillness start to blend in with your everyday life. And that's why some of you who have commented says, yeah, I do notice I'm calmer. I do notice that I'm a different person compared to when I first started doing these meditations, 6 times a week. I never meditated in my life. Now I'm finding myself meditating that many times a week. I do notice that it's different. Like, I get to be the observer. I get to observe that, hey, I can't believe in the past I let this person run my life. I can't believe that in the past I let this anger and emotions run my life. I can, you keep having this, realization that, why was it like that before? It's because as you keep doing your meditation, as you keep practicing that stillness, as my teacher used to say, you start hearing the voice of silence. So this voice of silence is the voice of your spiritual self or your higher soul. You can't do that when there's so much emotional disturbance or noise happening all around us. So every time you read the news, you talk to people, you do this, these are thoughts and emotions that are being generated by them or you, and when you're swimming in it, that's all we quote-unquote hear and perceive. You don't perceive the signal that's coming down your spiritual pipeline going, hey, you, listen. No, we're oblivious. So when you do your meditation, you're temporarily flushing all this junk out of your system, and every time there's silence, during that silence, you don't have to try. During that silence, when the aura is clear, the signal that has been blaring at us for the longest time, oh, I hear you. The guy that is probably going, I've been screaming at you for the last 20, 30 years. Make sense? Now, that's one reason why doing meditation, we don't have music. I know last week, 2 weeks ago, we tried it with music. Some of you start saying, yeah, it's quieter. It was an experiment. The music is good if there's so much noise, emotional noise, physical noise, whatever noise. The music allows you to ride that music, that rhythm, to put you in a calm state. But it will never let you achieve stillness. Because at some point, that stillness needs complete quiet. Make sense? The music is good because it gets you to that point. It's just like if you're going up to a mountain, go on a mountain to go sightseeing. All right? You have to ride this shuttle or the ferry, whatever, going up there. Once you get up there, then you get out of the shuttle and go out and do sightseeing. Make sense? So the shuttle is the music to get you there. You don't ride the shuttle all the way to the top of the mountain and stay there. You have to get out and then go sightseeing. Same thing. The music gets you to that state. Once you're already there, you let go of the music so you can go deeper. That's why we do what we do. Okay? But that was an interesting experiment when we did that. And some of you say, yeah, nice music was nice, but it was distracting. I was happy to hear that you got there. It means that at some point you start to value the silence that allows you to listen to your spiritual self. Okay? Now, that said, every week we're focusing on a certain set of negative emotions we want to release. And for a lot of you who have joined us already, it's part of 9-week deep emotional healing and transformation. So this week is releasing envy and jealousy. So what the heck are we? Friday? Yeah. Last Wednesday, we gave you a little bit of insight on it, that whenever we have envy and jealousy, part of it is because we feel we're inadequate. Okay? We feel like, yeah, they have a nicer car, they have more money, they're prettier, they're more handsome, whatever. The focus is always like they have more than we have. Status, or they're more popular, or less popular. So there's always this comparison that's happening. So we feel like, oh, they have more than we do. So part of it is, I think it's next week's healing, which we'll do it again, is not being good enough. Okay? These are interconnected. Okay, this is going to sound gross. But negative emotions are like mucus. Like when you have a snot, part of it's outside, part of it's inside. So that's why we have to do this week after week with different negative emotions, because they're interconnected. Okay? Now, so today we flush this out. Next week we go into that, and we just keep doing it over and over again. It's like shoveling layers out of your system. Now, if you remember, the ones who were with us, and not, I'll repeat this. Anytime you experience envy towards others or jealousy, justified or not, again, the key here is not whether it's justified or not. The key is what is the effect on us. So if you remember, we scanned and tried to feel the prosperity center, our basic chakra. When you felt envy for someone, that shrunk. So that basic chakra that controls your ability to make money, now is smaller, so it can draw in less energy, which will affect your ability to be more prosperous. Does that make sense? So right there and then, I'm trying to appeal to your logic and understanding, like, it doesn't make sense. By being envious to that person, I'm actually hurting myself. Then we converted it where we had you, which is contrary to what everybody else will do, is you're envious of that person. Okay, may you be blessed with more happiness. May you be blessed with this. In other words, it's contrary to what people would do. You actually wish them well. And you start noticing your basic chakra starts increasing. That's exactly the secret. So every time we're envious or jealous of someone, it drags our energy down. It doesn't do anything to them. Well, partially does. Okay? But it definitely drops our energy, and we start to suffer more. So on the surface, it doesn't make sense. While on the other hand, if you reverse the technique, if you bless them with peace, joy, happiness, and whatever else that's good for them, they get better, you have more inner peace, your energy centers become bigger, and it pushes you on the path of becoming more successful. Make sense? Now, I know you guys are saying, yeah, but you don't understand, it consumes me. Exactly, that's why we do the healing. Because every thought, every emotion we have, justified or not, is essentially a certain lump of energy. When you feel angry, upset, joyful, happy, ecstatic, these are energies generated by your chakras or by your emotional mental bodies. So once these are generated, and then these are in your aura and your chakras, if you do not identify them as not being you, put another way, if you do not disidentify with them, they control you. They consume you. But if you say, this anger, this resentment, yeah, these are not the I generated these. So now I choose not to give in to them. These are not I. You go, is that simple? Yeah, it is. But you understand, I feel that's why the purpose of the meditation first. When you're doing your meditation, you connect to who you are first. Get centered. Then from there, you're able to observe these emotions and thoughts. Otherwise, if I tell most people, okay, you're pissed off, right? Yeah, man, this person did this to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, those are not your emotions. They're going to go, what are you, nuts? I'm feeling this right now. Exactly the point. The key is to do it in a certain syntax or sequence. Because ordinary people who have not yet had the training cannot just dive in and say, these are not I. So you have to kind of take him that journey. Okay, first connect to who you are. Once you realize who you are or the deep, deep level, then somehow you start having the awareness that, wait, right now I'm not feeling anything, I'm not thinking anything, I just am. That's why I am. Then you start observing your life. You go, yeah, at that time when she said this to me, it really pissed me off. But then afterwards, when my mind was distracted, I didn't feel it at that time. So therefore, I do have the choice to give in to it or not. Once you have that realization, you regain your power. Make sense? Now, there's a downside to this, if you want to look at it that way. And I've had this experience for many years without knowing it. And people would say, how come you're so cold? You know, how come you're so insensitive? I go, I'm not being insensitive. Yes, you are. How come you're not crying? How come you're not, feeling this anger, this, and that? I go, they're just emotions that I generated. I choose not to. Just like when my father passed, at some point my wife said, you can cry, I go, yeah, but tears are not coming out. I go, I'm not suppressing it. See, some of you think I'm not suppressing it. Part of me is saying, that's the shell that the soul utilized. And the soul left, so therefore it's the shell. That's not my dad. That's the body that the soul of my father used. So he left, and so that's the shell. I know you guys go, you're so I go. Here's my point. That's the way my mind was processing it, the way I processed it. So that's why at some point I felt the loss, because who wouldn't, right? At some point I got over it very, very quickly, because the deeper realization that if I'm not the body, not the emotion, the thoughts, I'm the spiritual self using this body, emotions, thoughts to have the earthly experience. So is that body there, you utilized by my father, and then he's not there anymore. Now try having that conversation with most people. They're going to think you're cold, you're crazy, and you need to be institutionalized, right? So after my father, his body was cremated, I remember I was talking to my teacher. I called my teacher, I said, Master, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. If not for the spiritual teachings, he goes, it would have been devastating, right? I go, yes, Master. Thank you very much. Okay, hang up. That was a short conversation. And it's because of that realization that I noticed personally in my life, the perception of the world is different. Then I realized not everybody thinks that way. So we have to kind of spell out the steps. And that's why we're doing this. So some of you might notice after you're doing so much meditation, you're not so reactive. Things are exploding, you go, okay, well, what should we do now? When people go, you're going, what's the big deal? You'll notice that happens a lot to you. And people will say, oh, you're so insensitive. First of all, don't get offended. It's not because you're insensitive, because you're learning to be a better, listen carefully, observer. And in the Eightfold Path, taught by the Lord Buddha, the most important one is called right viewpoint. The ability to have careful observation of what's going on, to have careful and correct interpretation of what's going on, that allows you to have right thoughts, right speech, and right appropriate action towards whatever is happening. And I really love my teacher so much because he was able to take all these great spiritual teachings from all the great spiritual teachers, put it in a way that me, the engineer, could comprehend and apply. And I hope that I'm able to convey that to you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a short meditation first, connect with who you are, and then we're going to do cleansing, all right? We're going to do cleansing to distinguish a lot of these negative thoughts, negative emotions by first identifying that these negative thoughts, negative emotions are not the I. By the way, I know this is going to trigger some of you. Even the positive thoughts and positive emotions are not the I. These are all we created. Make sense? Now, here's the beautiful thing of the entire thing. I'm going to share this with you now because after the meditation, you guys are going to be so spaced out of your mind, you won't remember what I said. Once you have that realization who the I am really is, then you get to choose, and that's the most powerful word there is. You get to choose to exhibit the love. You choose to exhibit joy, happiness. You get to choose. So regardless of what's happening outside, things could be going crazy. You go, I choose, as Tony Robbins says, to be in a beautiful state. It is a choice. But if you're swimming in all that crap, you don't get a choice because the choice has been given to you. Did that click? So that's why the syntax or the process is extremely, extremely important. Without spiritual practice or meditation, without that spiritual connection, anything that you do to calm your emotions, your thoughts, your mind, so on, so on, so on, will not last. Because all of it is trying to fix it here when you did not say, who's the guy who created it in the first place? Or like the way my teacher explained it is, you keep putting out all the fires, you never caught the arsonist. Make sense? So you have to first start with who created these feelings in the first place. Now, you cannot get there until you realize first that any thought and any emotion is something that was created by someone. Once you realize these are what's created, then the next thing is to ask the question, who created them? Oh, me. Okay, well, I don't like it, then I'll create something else. Deal. Got it? I hope that makes some sense to you. All right? Now, let's keep going. So here's the plan. We'll connect with the higher self first. To this deep, short meditation affirmation will give you some extra energy. I just call it secret sauce. You know, being in a Chinese body, we used to go into a restaurant and say, what's the difference between this row of Chinese restaurants? You ever been to Chinatown? Think about it. You know, you have like a row of Chinese restaurants. You go, how could all of them have business? They're all selling Chinese food because everybody has their own secret sauce, right? So we'll give you that extra secret sauce so that we can speed the whole thing up, all right? Oh, you're so racist. Well, I make fun of Chinese people. My body's Chinese, so that's not easy. Okay. This is not the place for it. Otherwise, I'll tell you a dumb joke. All right. I'll just tell you, just for the fun of it. So my daughter taught me this joke, right? So, by the way, if you're Asian, don't get offended. It's just a joke. So people always say, yeah, how come Asian people have eyes like that? So my daughter was telling me, I don't know where the heck she got this joke. So there's this little kid, this little boy, right? And this little boy said, comes home, Mom, what's for dinner? Mom said, rice. Second night, comes home from school, Mom, what's for dinner? Rice. Okay, I'm not gonna, this drags on for 15 minutes, by the way. We're not gonna do that. And it went on and on. After the second or third month, well, kid comes home, Mom, what's for dinner? Mom says, rice. The kid goes, rice again. That's why all Asian people have eyes like that. That's all. Okay, anyway. Shall we? I hope that woke up your clown chakra. All right, put your hands on your heart. Close your eyes. By the way, if you don't like that joke, I don't care. Let's continue. Close your eyes. Focus on your crown. Just put your attention on your head, okay? I am that I am. I am. Just be still. I am not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine will and power. I am that. I am the soul. I, the soul, the spiritual self, is the mover of the body, the creator of the feelings, and creator of the thoughts. I created the mind. But the body, the emotions, the thoughts, mind are not the I. These are simply my tools and my creations. I am the soul. I am that, a being of pure energy and spiritual light. Now just be still. I am connected in one to my higher soul, my higher self. I am that. I am connected in one with the Divine Spirit, the Divine Spark in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. I am that. Just be still. Some of your awareness you can sense it's floating or drifting above your head, and just let it flow. I am that. Just listen. In Sanskrit, I am that is Soham. So just listen and just leave your awareness way above your head. Some of you might see a brilliant light way above your head. Just observe it. Look at that brilliant light above your head and just listen. So hum. So hum. Just allow your awareness to drift deeper and deeper into that brilliant light way above your head. So hum. You are that brilliant light. That is the real I. Stay there. So hum. Just listen. You're not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. You are the soul. You, the soul, are a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. You, the soul, are connected in one, always been one, with your higher soul. You're connected in one to the divine spirit in you. You are a child of God. You are one with God. You've always been one with God. There is only oneness. So hum. Let go and let things be. Experience your true nature. Any sound, any noise you hear will just allow you to drift deeper and deeper into that stillness. Merge with it. Allow your consciousness to literally dissolve into it. You're like a drop of water entering the ocean. you become the ocean. In this case, an ocean of light. Stay there. Let go. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your awareness that you are the spiritual self, the center of your circumference, the center of your universe. That is your perspective looking out. Just be still. Go deeper. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your state of awareness. Gently open your eyes. We'll guide you through a short purification or cleansing of these energies of envy and jealousy. You can do it. You don't have to have your eyes closed. Maintain that awareness. All right? Now here's what you're going to do. There are many ways to do it. This is one of the simplest ways. I want you to put your hand like this. Now make a small white screen. The ones who've been with me in the deep emotional healing, that's what we do. So imagine a white screen. Just move your hand like this to have more certainty. Like a movie screen. Now you're the soul, the spiritual self. Keep that perspective. Now I want you to look at this screen. It's an empty screen, a white screen, like a movie theater. Movie hasn't started. I want you to play it out in that movie. Any pictures, movies, scenes where you're feeling this envy or jealousy towards anyone, justified or not, assuming you want to get rid of it. Okay? If you cannot picture it like a movie very well, just if you're feeling it, you go, yeah, a few days ago I felt this when he got a raise and I didn't get, whatever. I want you to just put the intention that it's like a gray cloud, it's on that white screen. Go. Okay? You were envious because, he has a nicer car than me, he has this, well, more toned body, mine is this, and I'm not there yet, blah, blah, whatever. Dump it all on the screen and observe it. You're really like you're observing somebody's life. Okay? Any feelings of envy, jealousy. You can have an image, a picture, a movie, put it on the screen. If not, just imagine it's a gray cloud coming out of you and it's settling on that screen. Now put your hand like this. Imagine you have dark blue paint, covered with dark blue paint. Just move your hand, don't worry, you won't lose it. That's what I said. Maintain your awareness as the spiritual self. Now cover it with dark blue paint. All right, ready? Say, I am the soul. I am the spiritual self. Point to the screen, say, these are not the I. These thoughts, emotions are not the I. I created them, but they serve me no more. These are not the I. These are not me. Follow me? Go like this. Grab them. Imagine a violet fire, or if you have salt water, say disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. These are not the I. Cut, disconnect. These are not the I. Do it again. Imagine a white screen. Picture what it is. Now some of you go, I kind of don't remember. We'll explain all it. Just force yourself. Yeah, I still feel that envy. I still feel this. I feel that. Put it on the screen. Or every time you see that person's face, you go, "Argh." Put it on the screen. Like a movie, like a picture, whatever it is. Put it on the screen. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nothing to think about. Just do it. Okay, don't analyze. By the way, that's why when people say they're very analyze, now you know what I'm talking about. Just do it. Okay, cover it with dark blue paint. Come on, just cover it with dark blue paint. Lots of dark blue paint. Now grab it, visualize violet fire, go disintegrate, disintegrate, completely disintegrate. These are not the I. Cut, disconnect. That's twice. Let's do it one more time. Okay, picture a white screen. Some of you going, I don't remember it. Doesn't matter. Even if it's the slightest feeling, dump it on the screen. Some of you going, yeah, that's what we call emotional diarrhea. Better out than in. Okay, cover with dark blue paint. These are not the I. I created them, but they're not me. They serve me no more. Disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. Cut, disconnect. Wash your hands if you can. Okay? How do you feel? We're not done yet. You know, just like a program, you delete what you don't want, you install what you want, right? All right. Close your eyes. Now just imagine a beautiful ball of golden light above your head. Inside that golden ball of light, I want you to picture, imagine, you being very self-confident. People are successful. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I have my own strengths. I have my own talents. I have my own goals. I have my own successes. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm comfortable in my own skin. Now picture that. Smile. Come on. You created a negative emotion before. Now you want to create a positive emotion. You deleted the old program. Now you want to create a new program. Visualize it. Be happy about it. Feel it. Say yes. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm successful. I'm prosperous. Whatever it is that you want, just say it. Feel it. Feel it. That golden ball of light is getting brighter and brighter way above your head. It's getting brighter and brighter. The images are getting clearer. Be happy about it. Now just say, so it is. Again, so it is. So it is. Om. Amen. Amin. Tatastu. So it is. Now follow me. Go like this. Imagine grabbing that ball of light, pulling it down into your crown, into your chest, into your heart. Hold it there. And just say, it is. So it is. Okay, open your eyes. How do you feel? By the way, why do you say Om, Om, Amen, Amin? We covered this in the previous lesson on mantras. Amen used to, before people start messing with it, used to mean in God's name, so be it. It affirms it. Okay? Anyway. Now, if you try to observe, again, here's the secret again. Observe. When you say observe, there have to be an observer in what's being observed, right? Who's the observer? I am. So I want you to observe how are your feelings now. If you think of that event that made you envious or jealous earlier, how does that feel? And if you notice, like, I still remember it, but no emotional bite. Exactly the point. You create, you can, I wouldn't use the word destroy, you can disassemble, disintegrate. And so you do this over and over again. At some point, you start to get to go, in this particular situation, the proper emotions is happiness. In this proper emotion, I have to look upset. But deep down, I'm calm. Like you need to fire someone because they're not doing their job, right? You cannot say, by the way, you're not doing a good job. You get out of here. You can't do that. It doesn't have the impact. So part of you have to say, okay, the proper emotion to express is I'm pissed off and I'm disappointed. So you create those emotions just so it has the impact when you're done. Okay. That's called self-mastery. You can do it that way, or you can do it like everybody else. Go through lifetimes of suffering and learning from it. Either way, you get there. But using energy is the shortcut. Using the power of the I am is the shortcut. That's it. Haven't you noticed a lot of you, when I'm talking to you, you're like, it's quiet and it's clear. Yeah. How would you like to live like this every day? So you need to get things done, your mind is clear. People are screaming and yelling at you, you go, interesting. Those are your thoughts, not mine. Don't tell them that, they're going to slap you. You just say. So when somebody's screaming, yelling, upset, and very negative, you start noticing like, this is interesting, huh? This person's losing it. Have you had that experience? It's like you're watching it, but it's not affecting you. When you get there, then you know what is the appropriate action to take. So if this is a family member who has gone through a difficult time, screaming, yelling, crying, if you swim in their crap, then you won't be able to help them. You know, people have this misunderstanding that you have to feel someone's pain to help them. You have to suffer with them to help them. That's not the case. Are you telling me that a doctor has to be sick in order to cure people? No. In fact, to have the clear head is the best way to know what's the best way to help someone, isn't it? So you go, okay, that person's going through a difficult time, so they need a hug. So that means I have to use my physical body to extend my arms and wrap around them. I know, it sounds mechanical, right? And you have to go, okay, they're feeling emotional pain, so I should generate emotions of love and envelop them. I know this sounds like I'm giving it to you step by step, but this happens automatically in your head, within you, because you now can generate what you want. Or if somebody's very negative and you don't want to be with them, you go, okay, they're very negative. But if I scream and yell at them, it'll make them worse. So the appropriate thing is to just calm them down and say, okay, if I can be of service, let me know. Whatever. You're, at any given time, this level of spiritual control lasts longer and longer and become more prevalent in your life. That is the objective. I know some of you, yeah, but I'm more of a spontaneous person. Here's the good news. When the soul is in control, you can be spontaneous when you choose to. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but that's what it is. All right? Anyway, I think I've done my job. Tonight we'll go deeper. Okay? There's 2 sessions. Some of you go in both sessions. Some of you one because of time. Anyway, these are recorded, so you can go back to it. By the way, if somebody of you are asking what we did a few minutes ago on that releasing of that, that's exactly how we do it. And more, of course, in the deep emotional healing. Yeah? But we go much, much deeper because every week we do a different set of negative emotions and you get to keep the the audio on your phone so you can just keep playing it. And my goal is in this 9 weeks, I keep doing it over and over again, you start having a deeper realization of who you really are and your life will be massively transformed. That is my goal for you, okay? And for some of you who don't have the link because you just had the UPW last week, there's the link right there. Now, one more thing. It's not enough that we just help ourselves, okay? So a big part of what we're doing is for service. So I still have a few minutes before Instagram shuts me down. Okay, ready? Take your left hand, tap your heart, take your right hand, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. We'll do a short version of meditation, Twin Hearts. So at least we're not just focused on ourselves, we're here to serve others. Ready? Be aware of your heart. Visualize the earth in front of you. Visualize your friends, your loved ones, relatives, everyone. From your heart, fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Beware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Now be aware of your crown, the top of your head. Now imagine golden light is flowing from your crown through your hands to the entire earth. Fill the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Let all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, imagine beautiful streams of golden light pouring out of your hands, filling your family, your relatives, all your loved ones. Fill them with golden light. The people you work with, fill them with golden light. The city, the state, the country, just let the golden light fill the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. And at this time, so many need physical healing and financial healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. Let all be blessed without exception. Just say, our hearts are one, our crowns are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. And in this oneness, we offer ourselves as channels and instruments to bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with harmony, with understanding, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. Let all be blessed. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Now gently put your hands down. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Now just imagine a beautiful golden light floating above your head. Just listen. Om. Just be still and look at that light. Om. You're completely in that golden light. Om. Just be still and let go. Now. Maintain your stillness and awareness of the light. We'll finish up the emotional healing for removing any type of envy or jealousy energy. Just be still. Just imagine a beautiful waterfall of violet light pouring into your crown, your ajna. These are chakras where these are stored. Your crown, your ajna, which is in between your eyebrows, your throat, your front back solar plexus, and maybe your basic chakra. So just be receptive. If you're new to this, just imagine you're under a waterfall of brilliant violet light. Just be receptive. The divine energy is entering your crown chakra is being cleansed. Any negative thoughts, negative energies of anger, resentment, jealousy, envy are disintegrated, extracted, expelled properly. The liquid divine energy is cleansing your ajna chakra. Your ajna chakra in between your eyebrows are being cleansed. It's going deep into your ajna chakras. Any type of anger, resentment, any type of envy and jealousy towards anyone are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled. The liquid divine energy is cleansing your front and back solar plexus chakras deep, deep, deep down into the root. Any type of anger, resentment, any type of jealousy, envy, feeling not being good enough are dissolved, disintegrated, fully, fully extracted, externalized, released into the violet fire. So be it. Your front, back solar plexus chakras are being cleansed. The liquid divine energy is also cleansing your throat chakras. The throat chakra is being cleansed. Any type of negative energies in your throat chakras are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your basic chakra. Your basic chakra is also being cleansed. Just be receptive. Om. 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 Be still. The blessings of God, with the help of my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguju Mele, and all the great spiritual teachers, holy masters, saints, our archangels, holy angels, that all these negative thoughts, negative emotions be dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, and properly disposed of. So be it. May you, the soul, the spiritual self, be blessed with waves of love, sweetness, joy, and happiness to every particle of your being. Ananda, 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 divine bliss. Now, be still and absorb. Repeat after me, verbally. Doesn't have to be loud. I completely, deeply, permanently, and gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all the divine healing energies. Again, I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all the divine healing energies. One more time. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, assimilate all the divine healing energies. So be it. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all the divine healing energies, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, physically, and financially. So be it. All right, open your eyes. You guys feel good? I wasn't going to do that, but we got time. What else am I going to do, right? I hope that you like the extra washing. Shh. All right, so we will see you all tonight at 6 p.m. That's about 7 hours from now. We're going to go deeper into the emotional healing, and I think that's it. Oh, one quick announcement, just in case you're not part of tonight. On Monday, instead of 10 a.m., it's going to be 8 a.m. I'm traveling, so I have to kind of adjust the time. I'll be in a hotel, so I just have to adjust the time, make it earlier. So 8 a.m. California time, all right? So just to kind of give you a heads up. All right, this is recorded, so you can go back and practice it again. The ones who are new, I hope we didn't overwhelm you. If we did, that's a good thing. Because, when you're overwhelmed, you're just going, okay, whatever. That's when the energy flushes out. So it's a good thing. So we will see you tonight, and we'd love to hear from you. Leave us some comments. If you're not happy about it, whatever. Just put it in there, okay? So all of you, namaste. Have a wonderful day ahead of time. If you're on the other side of the world, good night. See you in the